Today, Naga Students Federation held third Federal Assembly for the tenure 2021 to 2023. Federal Assembly of the Naga Students Federation is the highest decision-making body of the Naga Students Federation. In fact, we have discussed lots of issues confronting the Naga people and the Naga students particularly, where we may not able to brief out the entire agendas which we have deliberated. However, the purpose of our invitation to you is to express some of the resolution which we have adopted confronting the welfare of the students. Since 2019, Naga Students Federation has been pushing to the government of the day to constitute Nagaland State Staff Selection Board to recruit grade 3 posts, particularly in the state of Nagaland. Ever since we put up the issue to the government, the appointment to the grade 3 has been freezed. While congratulating the government of the day for constituting the Nagaland Staff Selection Board, we are also dismayed that till today, it's almost 3 years have lapses where government of the day is unable to fully make operational Nagaland State Staff Selection Board. And for which, once again, we on behalf of the students community would like to call upon to the government of the day to ensure that NSSB is made possible and the recruitment be made possible. And to ensure that advertisement is made under Nagaland State Staff Selection Board. The reason why Naga Students Federation really liked NSSB to make operational is to ensure that meritocracy, fairness in any manner in the process of examination should be there in the process of recruitment. Today, we had a resolution where we appeal to the government of the day to ensure that NSSB is made operational so that recruitment takes place as early as possible. Considering the employment opportunities in the state of, particularly in the state of Nagaland, many youths are frustrated because recruitment is not through proper channel. And the purpose of NSSB, introduction of NSSB, is to ensure that backdoor appointment is to do away with backdoor appointment, and examination is conducted through fair means. Just day before yesterday, we met NSSB secretary, and he has assured Naga Students Federation that advertisement will come out within this month time. But what we want to appeal to the government of the day is that that should not be only verbal, but we want to ensure that NSSB is materialized. We also would like to warn the government that if this is not constituted and made operational at the earliest, students' communities will resort to any protest, democratic protest, very soon. The other area of concern which Naga Students Federation today resolved is to protect the cultural identity of the Nagas and its indigenous people inhabiting in the Naga homeland. We want to appeal to all the educational institutions under Naga homeland that in a week, a day should be spared for the students to wear any Naga traditional attire. This resolution is not imposed to all the institutions, but we want to appeal to all the educational institutions operating in Naga homeland to give a day space in a week to ensure that students wear a traditional attire in their formal classes. It is inclusive of colleges, higher secondaries, and high schools. And we also suggest the educational institution, if compulsorily class 5 and above can wear the traditional attire, then we will really appreciate the students community, will really appreciate the educational institutions.
Taking from President, with regard to NSSB, the Naga Students Federation sincerely appreciates the government of the day for having given extended 2 years with regard to age limit. This was a demand of the Federation. The demand of the Federation was to ensure that for as long as NSSB is told, the maximum age of entry to service has been extended, and the government of the day have extended it by 2 years. Our fight will be to ensure that it is extended for as long as NSSB is delayed. So for now 2 years, we appreciate the government of the day for the step being taken, but since the President has rightly stated, it has been for 3 years now, almost 3 years now. So our next fight will be to ensure that the government extend the maximum age to 3 years. The one major issue that we discussed today was AFSPA, repeal of AFSPA from entire Naga homeland. The Naga Students Federation in our second Federal Assembly held in Kohima took a resolution containing 3 charters. I'll read them out for you. First, no individual or groups across Naga homeland shall accept any form of humanitarian aid from Indian armed or paramilitary forces. Second, no individual or groups shall be allowed to invite Indian armed and paramilitary forces personnel to any event being organized in the Naga homeland. Neither shall they partake in any official event of such forces. Third, as a mark of protest, black flag shall be hoisted across the Naga homeland. The federating units and subordinate bodies of the Federation shall be responsible for the effective implementation of this resolution. In this third Federal Assembly, the House unanimously re-endorsed this resolution that was taken on the 12th of March, and we shall continue to ensure that the same is being upheld across the Naga homeland.
We also appeal to the government of India that justice be delivered to those victim family who was massacred on 4th of December. Naga people are very emotional people. When issues come, when army personnel slaughtered, killed our family members, raped our mothers and sisters, we shout and protest. We feel that the issue is done away. But Naga Students Federation will ensure that until and unless justice is delivered to the victim family, Naga Students Federation will continue to fight for justice.